Hey guys! So in today's video, I was too lazy to put my contacts on, so I'll be wearing glasses again. Hopefully that doesn't annoy anyone that you can barely see my face. But that's not why we're here. Today we're doing some plant chores, and I wrote them all down so that I wouldn't forget any, and obviously I can, write more down as I go along. I'm hoping to get most of the things on the list done, but knowing myself, the possibility of them not all getting done is is very probable. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Thais, and right now on this channel, I'm posting planty things. So, I have many loves and dislikes. So, it won't just be plants, but for right now, I'm posting about plants. So let me go to that list and show you guys what I'll be doing today. So I have everything written here on my iPad. The first one right here is trim dead leaves. That's basically going through all the plants in the house that I've seen that have dead leaves, and then just trimming them off, simple. Reduce pots, that's basically taking all of the plants that I think could live together and just consolidating them together, putting them in the same pot. That'll just save space in the house. Water plus liquider, and that's just fertilizing the plants that need to be watered. I want to start fertilizing already. I think some of the plants can take that, so I want to try that out. Even though it's not spring yet, I want to, put it in some of the plants that have been really needing some love. Next one is clean the cacti that are rotting. So there's a couple cacti in the garage that have rotted because of the cold, and I need to clean them off and move them before, I lose the complete cactus. This plant carnivorous plant bog, I really want to plant one of these. But I don't want to do it on camera because I think I'm going to do another video for that. My Adansonii rescue, oh my gosh. So my Monstera, basically, I'll have to show you guys. I need to rescue that plant. Oh my gosh, so horrible. I feel so bad. Pot up my Monstera. There's a Monstera that needs to be potted up. It's a cutting that my mom brought from Florida. Make an arrangement with the succulents that I have. There are just some succulents that I have in the garage, and I just need to put them together. Terrarium plant check. That's all the terrariums that I have. I just need to check the plants, see if they're okay, and then just clean up any of the leaves that need to be cut off. Check my propagations and refresh the water. Throw away dead plants. There are multiple dead plants in this house, and it's been really hard for us to just throw them away. So that's that. Clean Monstera and rubber tree. So my Monstera deliciosa and my rubber tree really need a good wiping down. And my African Polly needs a drink. I'm pretty sure I wrote her down. And I don't really know. I don't believe this is the name. I think I just brought the name out of my memory. Let me make sure. You know what, I shouldn't really doubt myself because that was the right plant. So basically, this Magnificum Fecum, it really needs some help. All the leaves are shriveling, so I'm thinking of cutting off the leaves and trimming it back, and then just hoping that new growth is put out by spring. And then the last one is the Dracaena that I have to check upstairs that had spider mites before, and I sprayed it a couple days ago, so I just want to check on it and see if it's doing okay. So that's pretty much everything on my list. I'm just going to write that last one down. So I was cutting off some of the dead leaves of the plants in the house, and then I came upon the Adansonii that I had to rescue. And I left this outside in the garage, and it basically got cold, frost, and destroyed the plant. And this plant was previously fried out in the sun. I rescued it, and then I managed to kill it again. So I figured I would just snip off the dead leaves. I don't want to cut off the stems because I know that new leaves will pop up from those. one's completely done. I've been wanting to buy another Adansonii. I was overcharged on this plant when I first got it, and it was really small. So I was planning on buying a full plant to begin with. But this plant has always grown so slow for me, and I haven't had the best luck with it. So hopefully this trim helps it out and it explodes in the summer and spring and summer. But I got the leaves off, so hopefully it does okay. I might actually repot it into a like a nursery pot and tuck it away in my room. And so yeah, just because it's not the most, you know, poor baby, it'll be okay, hopefully. Okay, so up here we have my two colocasias. This one is a name that I don't know. Look at that beautiful leaf. Recently had spider mites, not this one, but this one right here, the black coral, which isn't turning black anymore because I'm assuming it's not receiving enough light. But anyways, that's a new growth, point right there. That one just shot up. And this one right here, you know, broke down. But this one shot up, not this pothos, this one right here. And this new baby right here. So what I'm planning on doing is staking these up so they don't look like this. And snipping off the leaves that just, you know, aren't happy anymore. But mostly staking. So I searched the whole house and I did not find any sticks or sticks long enough or any pins that could hold, not pins, like rubber bands or Velcros or clips that could hold these colocasias up. So I need to get the supplies for those and come back to this project. Okay, I'm gonna cut off this leaf and I'm gonna wipe down these Monstera leaves. So I was wiping down my Monstera, then I wiped down the Birds of Paradise, and then I was cutting off the dead tips off this pony palm. Then I also cut off the dead leaves off of this palm tree. And then I came over here to this fiddle leaf and was wiping off the leaves, and please look at what I noticed. That's cute, right next to this Dracaena. So now I'm gonna have to spray both them down and quarantine them. And I'm gonna now check all the other plants here. I thought I saw one here on this Dracaena at the corner of my eye. Regardless, I'm gonna have to spray them down. So gonna wipe this down, spray it down, and spray this down, and probably move this to this corner over here so it's just further away from the other plants. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I already sprayed the Dracaena outside, so I'm just gonna spray the fiddle leaf now. And I'm also gonna put some mosquito bits in the soil so it'll just kill off anything else. And then right after this, we're gonna move on to that Dracaena right there. Needs some help, poor baby. All right, in Mom's bathroom, when we were just spraying that fiddle leaf fig over there, we found out that this syngonium, well actually I just found out, my mom had told me before, that she had went a little too long without watering, and we're gonna have to trim her up and give her a little rescue. Notice that my aloe, I don't know what happened here. I'm just gonna rip off the leaves and just leave it as a stump and then see what happens. And this Dracaena, I'm going to cut off all the leaves and also leave it as basically a stump. And then just leave that new growth up there because, like I said, I fried it. I said it in a couple of videos ago. I fried it and then it got mealybugs. So I'm just thinking I'm just going to cut off all the leaves and just have it started as a stump and see how that goes. Yeah, I don't think that the plant is dead 100%, but I know that these leaves, you know, are just taking energy from the plant. So I might as well just snip them all off and then see what happens. Because, you know, I already have a dead plant, basically. You know, I can try what I can now to just bring her back. Also, she may go into shock, but she's already, like I said, been damaged so much. I feel like right now, this is the best thing that I could do. I don't really want to pull from the stem. I want to do as least damage, the least amount of damage as possible. So if it's not like snapping off, like see. But see, there's new growth. You can see there's new growth right there. Wait a second. Where is it? Right there. So she's not completely dead. So if I cut off all the leaves, I'm getting literally my hair in all the mealybugs. If I cut off all the leaves, I'll be able to give her some strength. See, I was about to cut this off and I don't know if I should. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna leave the rest. This looks pretty new. Poor baby, look how sad she looks. She has so many roots down at the bottom. She's gonna be fine. I think that in the spring and summer, she'll explode when I put her outside. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks before I fertilize her or anything like that. She's still wet, so I'm not gonna water it. But all the mealybugs are gone. I think those were dead mealybugs on there. Because I had put mosquito bits on here before. So let's move on to the next project. Hold on. So we just saw that these fern were dry as hell, especially that one over there. It seems that the soil isn't holding any of the water. So we're just soaking them because look at that. My mom just watered them too, so I don't understand why they're shriveled up like this. So as we're up here, we see that, oh, we're taking care of the plants. As we're up here, we see that we have to cut off some of these leaves. This wasn't on the list.
Is this a Christmas tree?
Sorry. As I was saying, this plant was not on the list, but when you have lots of plants, you see, like, new tasks appear.
É compost. E o vizinho fica olhando na cara. Eu não posso pôr cortina porque senão as plantas morrem.
Sério mesmo?
If you lived in a house with no plants, you would be upset. I don't understand why.
Ai, ai. Não pode fazer nem...
Ela não baixa essa cortina.
Nem blinders, nem aquele que rola assim.
Tem que pegar sol aí.
Mas pega sol de noite também?
Okay, perfect.
Não tinha pensado.
She'll explode in the summer. I'm not concerned. And this was like the old leaves. Cut this one off too. These are the old leaves that weren't doing well in the first place. So I'm gonna work on these cactus really quick. They got cold damage in the garage because it was really cold in there.
Can you give me a fork? Yeah, can you not like stain that though? You know, like
I'm gonna cut off the dead pieces.
you or the give me a fork and a plate because we got
So I've cut off the dead pieces. And I'm gonna let these dry out for a couple days, and then I'm gonna stick them back in here.
Fala, boi do Goiás.
Okay, new plan. Looks like it's rotted at the base, so I'm going to cut it off and then let it callus a couple of days and see if it survives. So sad. I had to basically take all of this off. It was all dead. I'm gonna cut like far above the damage to see if it survives. I really hate this stupid fake flower that they put. It's plastic flower. Okay, new plan with these scissors. Okay, looking at it up here, all of this is rotten too, all up here. So I might have to trim all of this off and see like where else it's affecting the cactus. I have to see how to pick this up without stabbing my fingers. I could tell it's dead because it's like all just mushy. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna leave it. I don't know if that's intentionally like that or if it's supposed to be hard, but I'm gonna leave it and see if I don't lose this cactus.
Go me.
So now I'm just on these fairy castles. I've cut off a couple that aren't doing too well. This one was rotting at the bottom, so I'm just cutting off the pieces to where I see it stops rotting and then letting them callus over so I can put them back in later. And I'm just picking off the pieces that are softer just so they won't affect the rest of the cactus. Okay, so I finished these cacti. I'm gonna cut this stub down till I don't see any black. And I'm gonna take the roots and the rest and put them in a tiny little nursery pot and see if it survives. We'll see what happens. Okay, scratch that. I think I'm just gonna throw it away. So much of it is like just mushy that I don't think it'll survive. So I'm just gonna hope that this top part callus is over and I can just stick it back in the soil. So we'll see. So next one is in this arrangement that I made last summer. I noticed this the other day. Sadly, let me show you guys a closer look. So this plant was so full. If it'll focus. Up here was so full. They're so cute, these little pups. But I think because they cold, they died. Bless you, babe. So basically I have to pick them off and then see if the rest does okay. And I'm gonna take it out of the garage, of course. All the other plants in here are all right. They definitely need a lot more sun though. All right, so new plant on this cactus. I was removing the dead part off of here, but it seems like it's easier if I just remove the pups and then just propagate them. Hopefully that works. I'm really sad. Okay guys, so switching over to voiceover because my family is so loud. I'm just going to be removing this euphorbia right here. It died. Actually a lot of the pups that I had removed from the mother plant had not made it, and this was just one of them. So I'm just going to remove it and then just put all the rocks back. And as you can see, it looks kind of like bare right there in the middle. But I'm just going to not worry about it right now. I think that in the spring, maybe I'll add a little plant in the middle or maybe a little fairy. I'm not exactly sure yet. And then right here, this is my mom's aglaonema. I noticed that there's a little pot in there. And I know that Lowe's does that all the time. So I reach in, of course, and I feel that pot. And I was so astonished. This is the first time that I've seen one of these pots. Because I've always heard about it, but I've never seen one on one of the plants that we have. So as you can see, the roots were literally suffocated by the little plastic container. So I'm just trying my best to remove the roots without damaging them too much, without ripping a lot off. And then I'm like putting my fingers in there, and then I realized that there's another little container, which means there was another plant in there, and I guess we just forgot. So I pull it out, and I noticed that the roots look really healthy, but I don't see a stalk or, anything that, a plant could come from besides just like the bottom part. I'm not really sure of the exact lingo, you know what I'm saying? I'm a new plant mom, I'm still learning, so I'm hoping that by removing that plastic container and putting the roots back in, that maybe in the spring a new plant will come out. So we'll see what happens.